Good evening, Bulldog fans. Welcome to the friendly confines of McDougall-Evers Gymnasium. Finally, we're ready for some basketball after 17 days. The Carmi-White County Bulldogs are set to face off against the last team they played, the Edwards County Lions. Cole Carter alongside Travis Black. The pregame show is brought to you by Rice Motors. Take Rice for a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did. J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and the lovely Whitney Carter with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. The Bulldogs come into tonight's game with a 6-7 record. They are 0-2 in conference games. They've played a total of 4 conference games. And, well, they're 0-4 in those conference games. You know, Travis, I think Kevin will be the first one to tell you they didn't play their best ball there at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, but they've had some time off. They're back healthy. Kate Stockton expected to play tonight. And it's the second half of the season, and now the time is start to figure things out here for Carmi.
Yeah, that long break they just had kind of as a reset point for them. You know, early in the year, they kind of got rolling at the DuQuoin tournament, had a really nice record, lost a tough heartbreak against Heron, and then Holloman goes down with a hamstring injury, kind of throws things out of sorts for him, lineups changing. Gavin comes back for the first game of the EHT. Cade rolls his ankle, and then he's gone for like 2 weeks. So this Carmi team really hasn't been healthy, fully together for more than maybe a half of a game, maybe, if at the most. So if your coach Kevin Wolf, now is the time, and he's probably been preaching to those boys like, hey, that part of the season's over. From here on out, we're a completely different ball team. We're finally healthy, finally can get some things going in the right direction, and he's got to get that started tonight.
Well, it is one of the few games they've played as a fully healthy squad. You mentioned Holloman missing time with his hamstring injury. He played the entire El Dorado Holiday Tournament. I thought played pretty well, is doing a good job of adding that second scoring option. And Travis, we saw while Holloman was out, Mitchell Edwards struggled from the floor. We saw him score 47 points earlier in the season, but with Holloman gone, teams focused in on him. But with both of them back on the floor, you can expect the scoring to kind of even out a little bit.
Yeah, and that's just what you expect at the varsity level. You know, scouting reports early in the year, people are trying to feel each other out. But at this point, the scouting report is Mitchell Edwards is going to get the ball for Carmi and shoot about 20 times a game, and it's every other team's job is to stop him. And a lot of teams are trying some junk defense, low box and one action, you know, just changing things up. But with Gavin coming back, that should help, you know, mitigate the pressure and relieve Mitchell some of that scoring pressure. And, you know, a couple guys stepped up in the absence of Holloman. Merrick Milhorn, you know, had a really nice couple game stretch there where he was getting about, you know, anywhere between 14 to 18 points. So, you know, Carmi's kind of figured out, okay, Mitchell's 1, Gavin's 2, Merrick's going to be that third kind of scoring option. So, again, it's all about settling in and getting rolling down here, down the stretch.
Somebody else that I thought has stepped up in those injuries early in the season was Jackson Bradshaw. You know, Kate Stockton goes down, need kind of a forward presence, and Jackson Bradshaw, being a true big, played really well. He's going to come off the bench, I would assume, quite a bit tonight. But, you know, when you have that youth, you know, Carmi looking down the road, you don't have a whole lot coming back over the next couple of seasons, but getting Bradshaw some good minutes early could be big for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's done a nice job of scoring around the bucket and doing his role, which is playing defense, rebounding, and scoring it around the rim, and he gives you that in spades. So it's always good to get a younger player, a sophomore, some juniors, some varsity experience later on down the line.
As for Edwards County, they're having a fantastic season. They're off to a 14-5 record. They're 0-1 in conference play, but they picked up a win over Hamilton County in that EHT tournament. They won the consolation championship, beating Carmi by 10 in the consolation final. You know, they're 14-5 on the year, and you could say, okay, well, they play a lot of 1A games. Well, they're a 1A school. They're the smallest team in the Black Diamond Conference East, and they could definitely make some noise come 1A postseason time.
Yeah, they have a really nice ball club, a lot of varsity experience coming back for the Edwards County club. I mean, you know, outside of Antoine Rhodes, I'm pretty sure all their starters are returning, and you know, they got some size with the Grimes kid inside. Cash Connor's a nice player, so is, you know, Jax Duncan. So they got some really nice guys, you know, juniors and seniors with a lot of experience that can really play some basketball.
You look at their only losses, only 5 of them on the season. They lost to a really good 1A school in Woodlawn, a scrappy 1A school in Wayne City, lost to Hamilton County in their own tournament, lost to Harrisburg by just 13 in the EHT, and then lost by 4 to a top 10 team in 1A and Weber. In their 5 losses, those are only averaging a 7-point margin in those games. So, even in the games they don't win, they're competitive and keeping it close.
Yeah, Coach Kevin Snicker's going to have his guys ready to go. The X's and O's will take care of themselves, but he'll always have them ready to go with the energy, the effort. It's always going to be a fight when you play a team coached by him.
Looking ahead at what Carmi's got over the next 7 days or so, they're going to have a couple of days off after tonight's game. They will travel to the Mule Barn in Fairfield on Friday for what should be a fun one between the Mules. And then next week they begin the Carmi-White County Invitational Tournament, the 45th year of the CIT. Will begin next Monday. Evansville Day School, Harrisburg, Fairfield, and Mount Vernon will be Carmi's opponents. They will be off Wednesday and Thursday, weather permitting. But Travis, kind of looking ahead to next week, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really good tournament. It's one of those years where I think the field is very even. And if you look, Day School is a little bit down, but I think of those other four schools, Carmi, Fairfield, Mount Vernon, and Harrisburg, any one of those teams guys see winning the championship.
Yeah, I think they all have a claim to lay to the CIT crown. I know Carmi's won it the last 2 years, but with, Mount Vernon's really returning a lot. Fairfield's always a tough out. And Harrisburg was one of the teams that really impressed me during the EHT. So I look forward to seeing how they play in CIT.
Again, Carmi 6-7 on the year, and they've gone through kind of a struggle that you don't really see from them a whole lot. They've lost 5 of their last 7 games, and over the last couple of years, the first half of the season, they don't lose many games. But Kevin Wolf kind of in an unfamiliar territory here, being under 500 at the start of the new year.
Yeah, in the last 2 years prior to this, Carmi's probably already got 12, 13, 14 wins at this point in the year. And again, you can point the finger at injuries, but it just at times Carmi just really hasn't executed down the stretch. They've been in a majority of the games. There really hasn't been a really bad blowout. It's just a few things here, a few things there, and that's stuff you can clean up. And then the injuries, with time you'll eventually get healthy, and as they are right now, they are fully healthy for the first time pretty much all season.
The Carmi-White County girls basketball team, they were back in action last night, a 4-point loss at Cesar-Valliere to a really good 1A school. They're going to have a conference game on Thursday at El Dorado. They will then travel to El Dorado on Saturday to face Gallatin County in the opening round of that El Dorado Lady Eagle Midwinter Classic. So Eric Dixon's squad, they had a long break as well. They didn't play in the Mary Mule tournament for the first time in a long time, so they had almost a month off. It's weird, Travis, with these snow days coming at the time they did, you get kind of a longer break than usual between the EHT and the new year, but then you throw in a whole week off. I think for both these teams, a little bit of rust could be a factor because nobody's played in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and I talked to Coach Eric Dixon last night after the girls' game, and he said, man, we haven't played since the 21st. That's why I wanted to get this game in. He said Cesar's played 2 or 3 games since, and again, this the way the schedule kind of breaks out when these snow days kind of canceled everybody's plans last week. It's just thrown everything in a little weird this year. But, again, every team's kind of going through it the same, and you'll see a lot of rust early on.
Well, the flag's being lowered at midcourt. The Singing Six is making their way to the midcourt logo, so we'll step aside as they prepare for the national anthem. This has been the Rice Motors pregame show. We'll step aside for a 2-minute break. Opening tip between Carmi and Edwards County coming up. This is Bulldog basketball on WRUL Sports.
I'm Nancy J. Winter, CPA. We believe in family values, even in the world of finance, because every financial decision impacts your family. For all the milestones in your life, our team is here to maximize your savings, minimize your taxes, and help you plan for a prosperous future.
Visit Nancy J. Winter, CPA in Carmi for tax planning, saving for college, retirement planning, and the expertise to help get you where you want to be. Learn more at nancyjwintercpa.com or call 382-2364. Nancy J. Winter, CPA, where you're treated like family.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic continues to be here to meet the needs of White County. Nurse practitioner Catherine Adams is accepting new patients at our Carmi Family Clinic location at 1112 Oak Street. Whether it's routine visits or acute needs, our dedicated care team is here to ensure wellness for the entire family. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic. The care you need when and where you need it, close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 618-382-5030.
Hi, I'm Lucas Matzel, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
And I'm Paige Winter-Bruder, Occupational Therapist at Joiner Therapy Services on April Avenue in Carmi.
We are both graduates of CWC who take pride in treating individuals from our hometown. Whether you've experienced a sports injury, have had a recent surgery, or just have pain, we are experienced in treating from head to toe.
Contact our clinic at 382-2771. That's 382-2771 and start the road to a healthier you at Joiner Therapy Services.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
All right, welcome back to McDougall-Evers, getting set for the opening tip between Carmi-White County and Edwards County. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. Starting laps are brought to you by Huck's Market. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now for great deals on a great lineup. Save on gas, snacks, and more. Starting 5 for Kevin Schnicker, who is in his 4th season as the Lions head coach. Going to be Cy Nelson, a 5'9 senior. Evan Rhodes, a 5'10 sophomore. Cash Connor, a 6'2 junior. Owen Grimes, a 6'5 senior. And Jax Duncan, a 6'1 junior. That's Nelson, Rhodes, Connor, Grimes, and Duncan. We will not see Edwards County go to the bench hardly at all. He rides with his 5 players, and thought that might be a little bit of fatigue come EHT time when they were playing 4 games in 3 days, but they're young. I couldn't play 4 games in 3 days, Travis.
Yeah, you got that iron 5. You know, and you got to wonder if foul trouble becomes a factor. Who's going to be that next guy up for Edwards County? But it really hasn't. At least the couple games we've gotten to see him this year.
Kevin Wolf able to go back to his original starting 5 with everybody fully healthy. And a good crowd on hand that fought the piled up snow in the parking lot. And we'll turn the microphone over to the PA announcer, Mr. Trey Mason.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Carmi-White County Bulldogs. At guard, 6' junior, number 3, the one they call Mello, Merrick Mello. At guard, 5'10 senior, number 10, Beckley Huff. At forward, 6' senior, number 20, Cade Stockton. And at the guard, 6'2 senior, number 2, Gavin Hull. And at forward, the big guy, 6'7 senior, number 5, Mitchell Edwards. Your Bulldogs are coached by Kevin Wolf, assisted by
And so for Kevin Wolf, that's Gavin Holloman, a 6'2 senior. Merrick Milhorn, a 6' junior. Mitchell Edwards, a 6'7 senior. Beck Huff, a 5'10 senior. And Cade Stockton, a 6' senior. Holloman, Milhorn, Edwards, Huff, and Stockton for Carmi-White County Bulldogs trying to get their first conference win of the season. Same for Edwards County. You know, of course, conference games in tournament don't count as your conference record. Edwards County, they've won 14 games and don't have a conference win. They've only played 1 conference game so far, but Carmi, this will be their 14th game of the season. Trying to get that first conference win. Bulldogs are in their home whites. Haven't had a home game in a while, Travis.
Yeah,
That was that Flora game.
Yeah, which was a week before the
13th, right?
Yeah,
13th.
the Hamilton County game was the 20th, yeah.
So it's been a month and a day since Carmi's last home game. Now, they were supposed to play at home last Tuesday, but the cancellation last Tuesday and Friday, actually. Supposed to have 2 home games last week, but with those snow days, I don't believe the Evansville Day School game is going to be rescheduled, but they are going to play El Dorado here at home on the 1st of February. That's a Saturday afternoon. Bulldogs in their home whites, Edwards County in their road black jerseys. Edwards and Grimes at midcourt. Grimes wins the tip, and we are underway here in 2025 with the Lions having the ball first, going left to right. Here on the near side with it is Rhodes. Nelson left side goes to Cash Connor. Guarded there by Edwards. Carmi comes out in a man-to-man. Lions swing it near top here to Rhodes. Grimes at the free throw line. Guarded by Stockton. Picks it up, leaves it up top. Here's a 3 for Rhodes. It won't go, and the rebound grabbed by Beckhoff. Bulldogs with a defensive stop to start the night. You see Stockton with the ankle brace on his right ankle. Holloman over here on the near side, top of the key. Edwards left open for 3, off the mark. And the rebound battled for by Stockton. Going to go back up against 2 defenders. Missed it. Edwards there for the putback.
Welcome back, Cade Stockton. That's the thing he brings to the table. Offensive rebounding in spurts.
That physicality. What Carmi missed in his 3 games of absence. 2-0 Bulldogs. We've played a minute here in the first quarter. Rhodes dribbling to his right, picks it up. Now it's off to Nelson here at the volleyball line. Back left side to Rhodes. He bobbles it. Guarded there by Merrick Milhorn. Top of the circle. Here's Connor. Connor's going to fire a top of the key 3. Rimmed it. Rebound by Edwards. He tries to push the floor. Edwards on the left side. Tries to go baseline now. Cut off by Grimes and stolen by Nelson. Edwards County with numbers the other way. Nice bounce pass off to Rhodes. He missed it. Rebounded by Milhorn. Now Carmi the other way. Edwards up ahead in front of the Edwards County bench, and a foul going to be called against Owen Grimes. So 2-0 Carmi. 6:23 left to play in the opening quarter. Stockton will trigger. Gets it in the corner off to Milhorn. Nice post up by Edwards down low. Catch, rimmed it, but almost tipped it back up. How about a third attempt? Yes.
First you don't succeed, try and try again. Mitchell Edwards couldn't seem to get that one to go home. Finally did.
Well, it's got to feel good for Mitchell to see at least the ball go through the net here early on. He's got all 4 of Carmi's points. 3-point shot there for Duncan, won't go. Edwards grabs the rebound. He's going to push the floor. Gets it near side off to Holloman. He'll get a screen from Edwards. Holloman dribbling with the right hand. Stops, goes up, missed it, looking for a foul, and Connor with the rebound. Lions bring it into the front court with Cash Connor over on the far side. Connor get inside, draws a foul. Excuse me. .540 left to play here in the first quarter. 4-0 Carmi just getting underway. Connor lobs it up top to Rhodes. There at the volleyball line corner, guarded by Merrick Milhorn. Connor over on the far side, thought about the 3. Hands it back off to Rhodes. Back to Connor. You're not going to see this Edwards County team get in too much of a hurry offensively.
Yeah, which really shocked me early on there when they were taking a bunch of really quick 3s. They're kind of settling early, but normally they're really known for their methodical style. Just hang on to the ball. We remember that El Dorado Holiday Tournament game. They held it on for the whole fourth quarter.
Nelson finds an open spot at the right block and puts it up and in. That gets Edwards County on the board, 4-2. Made a good point there, Travis. They're in the fourth quarter of that consolation championship. They held the ball for nearly 5 minutes of that fourth quarter. Nice post up again by Edwards, and he lays it up and in. He got the height advantage over Duncan, and Mitchell has all 6 for the Bulldogs.
They're doing a good job at getting the ball moving, swinging to both sides of the floor, and getting Mitchell really down there on an island with Jax Duncan. And Duncan's 6'1", 6'2", and well put together kid, but he's not 6'7".
Duncan on the drive, stopped by Holloman. Bounce pass goes inside to Rhodes. He gets Milhorn up in the air, and he lays it in. Nice move there for Evan Rhodes. And the sophomore, younger brother of Anwan Rhodes, who was a 4-year starter for the Lions. Hit it 6-4 Carmi. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Edwards, top of the key. 3 on the way, rims out. Rebound tip. Stockton had it for a second, but it's taken by Rhodes, and the Lions bring it the other way. Rhodes off to Grimes at the top of the key. Grimes picks up his dribble. He's it over for Nelson on the far side. Nelson dribbling right between the legs. Now back left over in the corner. This is Duncan with it. Down inside they go to Grimes. Grimes fading away over Huff. Missed it, and the rebound fought for by 3 Bulldogs, but Merrick Milhorn comes away with it. Bulldog defense looking much better here in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're doing a good job at limiting Edwards County to 1 shot per possession.
3:35 to go here in the first quarter. Long 3 on the way for Holloman. That's an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Gavin averaging 13 points per game. Has missed a handful of games this year, as you mentioned earlier. 6-4 Bulldogs, 3:24 to go in the first quarter. Nelson here on the near side. Off the top of the key, it goes to Duncan. Duncan pulls up for a mid-range jumper, missed it, and Edwards clears it for the Bulldogs. Edwards brings it into the front court. Gets it off in the hands of Milhorn. Edwards there for a screen. Milhorn gets it off near side to Stockton. Off to Edwards. Kevin Wolf calls out the play. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter, 6-4. On the right side, Holloman has it. Holloman looks. He dribbles left. Holloman picks up his dribble. Now it's off to Huff, and the near side it goes to Edwards. Edwards dribbling right. Dumps it off down low. That pass tipped and stolen by Grimes. Grimes going the other way. Stops and pulls up for 3 and hits it to give Edwards County their first lead.
Yeah, and you really don't expect that out of Grimes. You know, he's more that 15 to 18-foot range, but he just pulled one up for 23.
6-7, Edwards County in front. 2:25 to go here in the first. Here's Huff on the near side. Edwards on the far top going to fire a 3. It's off the back iron, but Stockton able to get the offensive rebound and keep the possession alive for the Bulldogs. Edwards drives inside and throws it down. Rim got a tip of it, but Edwards has all 8 of Carmi's points. One of those nights early on for Mitchell. He's feeling it early. Shots aren't going, but he's getting to the bucket. Connor going to pull it for 3 near side. He answers.
Yeah, they're going to have to get up a hand up out on him. Can't just let him walk into one.
10-8, Edwards County in front. 1:46 to go in the first quarter. Edwards off to Milhorn. Over on the right side, it goes to Stockton. Stockton dribbles left, off to Milhorn between the circles, and the near side it goes to Huff. Huff dribbling right, off to Holloman now. Back left side to Stockton. Carmi stagnant here on the offensive end. Edwards picks up his dribble, leaves it off for Stockton. Back over on the right side to Huff, and Kevin Wolf calls out the offense. Stockton at the free throw line, Milhorn. Down low to Edwards. Mitchell Edwards, 10 first quarter points. And we're tied at 10.
That's a nice little set play there, getting Mitchell slipping to the bucket.
1 minute to play in the first quarter. They go inside to Grimes, guarded by Stockton. Grimes shot fake, steps through, left the shot short, but he drew the foul, and so 2 free throws coming up here for Owen Grimes. That foul against Cade Stockton, that's his first. .1 seconds to go in the first quarter. First free throw for Grimes. Off the rim, no good. 4 different Lions have scored in this one for Edwards County, but Mitchell Edwards, the lone scorer for Carmi. He's got all 10 of their points here in the first. Grimes able to go 1 of 2. Puts Edwards County back in front, 11-10. Back and forth we go. How we expected this one to go. Lions beat the Bulldogs by 10 just under a month ago. Milhorn here in the near corner goes to Holloman. Top of the key, long 3 for Edwards, but they're going to call an offensive foul on the screen. And that's going to be against Merrick Milhorn.
Legal screen on number 3, Merrick.
So Milhorn picks up his second foul. So that's going to force him to come out. Hayden Sauls will check in here for the final 40 seconds in the first quarter. 11-10, Edwards County in front. Connor here near side, guarded by Edwards in front of the Carmi bench. He picks up his dribble, and now it's off to Nelson at midcourt. Back near side to Connor. They try to go in the post. That one's stolen by Edwards. Bulldogs into the front court. Edwards dumps it off down low to Huff. Shot fake, goes up and in. That's Beck Huff with the bucket. Carmi back in front, 12-11.
Great job defense leading the offense there on the transition.
Final 8 seconds. Lions have the ball. They go inside. That one tipped. Grimes goes to the corner to chase it, and it's out of bounds with 4.1 seconds. Edwards County will apply a little bit of pressure here to not give Carmi anything easy in the final 4 seconds. They get it into Huff at midcourt. Huff was fouled on the shot at half court with 2 seconds on the clock. This is going to be 3 free throws for Beck Huff when he had time for another 2 dribbles.
Yeah, especially as fast as he is, and he kind of got bailed out there by the foul. Coach Kevin Sticker, you cannot be happy. That's kind of a cheap one to give there.
It's the first foul on Connor, so 3 free throws here for Beck Huff, and he missed the first. Reminiscence of Docker Tedeschi there for the Rangers in that championship game at that Pickneyville tournament. He was fouled on a 3-quarter court shot at the buzzer, made all 3 free throws to win the game for Benton. As Beck Huff hits the second free throw, he'll have 1 more. Still 2 seconds on the clock, so the Lions will have a chance for a heave after this free throw from Huff. Beck able to go 2 for 3. He's got 4. Duncan gets it in to Rhodes. He'll fire a half-court shot, and it's no good. Back and forth first quarter sees the Bulldogs lead 14-11 after the first 8 minutes of play. We'll step aside for a 1-minute break. This is Bulldog basketball on WRUL Sports.
25 has arrived, and we have way too many 24 models. Prices have been slashed. Get up to $14,000 off select new 24 Broncos, or a brand new 24 Escape ST for as low as $25,990. And huge discounts and incentives on new 24 F-150s. Now is the time to buy. Get your best deal on a new 24 Ford while this inventory is out of control. Only at Expressway Ford in Mount Vernon, Indiana. More Fords for less.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and a promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
All right, getting set for the second quarter here at McDougall-Evers. Carmi-White County leading Edwards County 14-11. Cole Carter, Travis Black with you. J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio. Haley Winkleman and the lovely Whitney Carter with us for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. Carmi will have the ball to start the second quarter of play. Carmi ended that first quarter on those 2 free throws for Beck Huff as he was fouled on a half-court shot. Here's Hayden Sauls of the free throw line. He goes in the corner off to Beck Huff. Swings it over on the right side to Edwards. Jab step and a dribble here for Mitchell. Dumps it off in the corner to Huff. He looks to get inside. Goes all the way around the basket. Now it's off to Edwards at the top of the key. Good defense here by the Lions. Carmi will reset the offense and try a different play. Edwards over on the right side. Holloman left open. He'll fire a 3. Rims out. Rebound and grab by Rhodes. And we're going to get a foul on the rebound against Beck Huff. That will be his first. Well, Carmi, their bread and butter in that first quarter was working the ball around and get it to Mitchell Edwards in the post. He's got 10 of Carmi's 14 points. They go in the post to Grimes. He turns and misses. Edwards with the rebound. 14-11, Carmi by 3. We've played 1 minute here in the second quarter. Edwards over on the right side. He dribbles, picks up his dribble now, and it's off to Beck Huff over on the right top. Edwards, free throw line extended, dribbles over to the volleyball line. Leaves it off for Holloman at the top of the key. Back on the right side, Edwards, long triple on the way, short, rebounded by Grimes. Carmi still over from downtown. Nelson between the circles, 14-11, a 3-point Bulldog lead. Nice bounce pass to Grimes, who got good position, and Owen Grimes has 6 points here in the early going. 14-13, a 1-point Bulldog lead. Stockton here on the near side, off to Edwards. Edwards over in the corner, it goes to Huff. Back off to Sauls between the circles. Near side, Edwards with it. Edwards directing traffic, leaves it off for Huff. Huff will try to drive inside, swings it over to Sauls. Shot fake from Sauls, good closeout by Nelson. Sauls picks up his dribble, now it's near side here to Edwards. Edwards crossover, trying to go for the bounce pass to Stockton, and nearly got it poked away. Cade pulls it out, and they'll reset. Sauls, Edwards posting up down low, guarded by Duncan. Now he's double teamed. Dribbles once, leaves it off for Stockton. Swings it in the corner. Beck Huff, deep two-point shot, won't go, and Duncan clears for the Lions.
Edwards County's doing a better job at shutting off the paint for Carmi.
There's a drive by Connor, and he's going to be fouled for the travel. And the ball goes back over to Carmi. Well, offense looked a little more crisp for Carmi in that first quarter, but here in their couple of possessions in the second quarter, just kind of stagnant offensively.
Yeah, a lot of standing around. The ball was not moving as crisp as it was in the first quarter, and anytime Mitchell Edwards catches it in the paint now, there's going to be 2 or 3 just standing in there.
He's got it in the post now. 2 guys covering him. He fades away and misses it long. Stockton tries to chase the offensive rebound, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stockton. Well, really, both offenses have cooled off in this second quarter. Carmi still in front by 1, 14-13. Duncan, they go in the post. That one poked away from behind and stolen by Edwards, but he threw it right into the hands of Rhodes, and he's fouled from behind by Stockton. That's going to be Cade's second foul. Edwards stole the entry pass in the post, ran to the corner to chase it down, but then threw it right to Evan Rhodes, who was cutting towards the basket.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate situation. Now Coach Kevin Wolf has a decision. Does he stay with his senior with 2, or does he make a sub here?
He's going to make a sub. So Jackson Bradshaw will come in. Kind of like what you saw there from Cade Stockton in those 11 minutes. That's what he brings to the table, the effort. Second free throw by Rhodes as he made the first. Second one no good, but the offensive rebound grabbed by Cash Connor. And a second opportunity here for the Lions. 14-14, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Nelson stops, brings it near side to Duncan, and the post it goes to Grimes, and he's fouled by Bradshaw. Well, we saw Carmi feeding the ball inside a lot. Now it's Edwards County trying to do the same thing with their 6'5 senior.
Yeah, they're trying to feed the post, and Carmi's got to do a better job at either getting around and getting more in front of that pass, or just let him play behind and have guards coming from the top to dig in there and try to get a steal.
Grimes, top of the key 3, too strong. Rebound is controlled by Hayden Sauls. Edwards into the front court. Lobbing it down low to Bradshaw. He catches, turns, got stripped on his way up. Clean play. Ball goes out of bounds. It will stay with Carmi. 4:38 to go in the second quarter. We are tied at 14. Holloman to inbound. He looks. Top of the circle, it goes to Huff. Now on the right side, Edwards. Guarded there by Duncan. Edwards, hesitation. Swings it near side off to Holloman. Holloman dribbles it back near midcourt. Swings it over right side, it goes to Sauls. Sauls dribbling. Sauls pulls up for 3. It's blocked. Rebound tipped into the hands of Huff. Now out to Edwards. Edwards splits 2 defenders. Gets to the basket, puts it up, and a blocking foul going to be called against the Lions to the displeasure of the opposing fans. And so 2 free throws coming up for Mitchell Edwards.
Number 13, Evan Rhodes to shoot. Number 5, Mitchell Edwards.
So 2 free throws here for Mitchell Edwards. Left that one short. You can see the rust from these 2 teams, and it's been a little over 2 weeks for both these teams since they've played, as Edwards goes 1 for 2. Carmi back in front by a point, 15-14, 4:10 to go in the second quarter. Nelson over on the far side, it goes to Cash Connor. Connor, bounce pass, that one kicked off the leg of Mitchell Edwards. .403 to go in the half. Connor will inbound. Lobs it up. Grimes catches it. One dribble, picks it up. Now goes up and puts it in. Owen Grimes has 8 points here in the first half. That's a team high. And Edwards County back in front, 16-15. Holloman here near side. Crossover, guarded by Connor. Tries to go all the way around. That one tipped. And Bradshaw and Grimes fight for it. No whistle. Now it's off to Edwards. Top of the key. And Carmi finally hits an Expressway Ford three-pointer.
Yeah, great extra effort play there by Bradshaw. That pass kind of got tipped, and they were locking up and fighting over it. Ball ended up in Edwards' hands by the end of it.
18-16, Carmi back in front. Back and forth we go in the first half. Grimes off the Duncan at the far elbow. Now it's Connor at the free throw line. Shot fake, getting inside, looking for a foul. Shot was no good, but an offensive board grabbed by Rhodes. Here's Grimes looking to spin inside. Swings it over off to Nelson. Nelson penetrating, puts one up, left it short. Rebound is tipped and controlled by Edwards. Bulldogs the other way. Edwards off to Holloman, layup good. Great no-look pass for Mitchell Edwards. Holloman his first basket. Carmi up by 4, 20-16, 2:40 left to go in the half. Rose left top. Close to a 5-second call. Swings it over in the corner now. Grimes fires a three. Too strong. Edwards skies for the rebound. Under 2.5 to go in the half. 2016 Bulldogs. Here's Bradshaw on the post. Bradshaw fades away. That one blocked by Grimes. And the Lions coming the other way with it. As Edwards County looks to slow things down. Duncan here on the near side, guarded there by Holloman. He picks up his dribble. Off to Grimes now. Grimes pulls it back out near midcourt. Lions will reset. Under 2 minutes left to play in the first half. 2016, Carmi in front. Connor in the far corner. Dribbles it, swings it near side right in front of us to Duncan. Now it's off to Nelson at midcourt. Would not be shocked if the Lions hold for one shot here with 1:40 to go in the half. Never mind as Duncan finds an open seam down low and lays it in. His first basket.
I was just about to agree with you after what they saw them do at the EHT, but nice little backdoor play there.
Good job by Duncan working without the ball, finding an open spot in the block and a good pass from Nelson. Hayden Sauls has it over on the far side. Edwards trying to post up. Now it's off the Huff near side into the hands of Holloman. Holloman. Now it's over to Bradshaw. Over on the far top with it is Edwards. Edwards crossover. Calling for a ball screen from Bradshaw. Gets it. Edwards fades away for a long three. It's short, and the long rebound ends up in the hands of Bradshaw. Second opportunity here for the Bulldogs. Saul swings it. That one tipped and stolen by Connor. Gets it up ahead to Nelson, who catches and missed the layup. Tip up no good, but Rhodes expects a miss and lays it in. Now Carmi's got a man down at the other end. It's Gavin Holloman. Holloman grabbing his right ankle. Didn't see what happened. Bennett Richter runs out to check on him as Holloman is down on the floor.
I don't know if he stepped on somebody's foot here. We're going to. Yeah, he tweaked it when he landed right there.
It was his left hamstring that's been bugging him early parts of the year, but this is his right foot, and he is in some visible pain. We'll step aside as they attend to Gavin Holloman with 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products. Here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
Well, Gavin Holloman walks off the floor with some help of athletic trainer Bennett Richter, but me and Travis watched the replay on the YouTube stream here, and Holloman went up to try to get the rebound and kind of landed awkwardly on his right foot, and it did not look comfortable, so.
We got to stop talking about injuries, man. When we say we're finally getting healthy.
Carmi just can't catch a break. Kate Allen is the one that checks in for Holloman here in the final 38 seconds. We'll see how long Carmi wants to hold here in the first half. Huff over on the right top with it. Carmi running a flex offense here. Kate Allen on the left side. Now on the right top with it is Bradshaw. Bradshaw swings it near side to Sauls with 22 seconds. Sauls gets it over the far top to Edwards. He looks at Kevin Wolf. Kevin Wolf calls out the play with 15 seconds. We are tied at 20 here in the second quarter. Final 10 seconds. Edwards dribbling, stops. Edwards pull-up jumper on the way. They call it a 3. Now the near side official says 2. It's a 2-pointer. Final seconds. Nelson gets it off and misses. And a back and forth. First half comes to an end. That last shot by Edwards, indeed a 2-pointer. So Carmi leads it 22-20 at the break. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. We'll come back with the halftime report. This is Bulldog basketball on WRUL Sports.
Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client services to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes, bookkeeping, accounting, and audit services, plus full-service consulting. At Butch & Associates CPAs, it's your journey backed by our commitment. Visit butch.com to learn more or contact us today.
Roark Transport in Carmine, driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential, anhydrous, propane and fuel, rock, dirt, and lime, parking lots and driveways. And farmers can depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember, Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable, your best move in transportation. Call Roark Transport at 618-265-3665. That's 265-3665.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, proud supporter of local athletes and your most trusted financial partner.
Setting the standard in banking excellence for more than 80 years.
Citizens has the latest financial tools and technologies to help you score big.
And a team you can rely on for personal attention and outstanding service.
Visit CNB online at cnbalbion.com or your local Crossville location and see what sets them apart.
No better banking with Citizens National Bank of Albion. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster.
Hi Bulldog fans, this is Kyle Hosick, your local country financial representative serving all of White County with offices in Carmi and now Enfield. My business's core values focus on educating our current and future clients on current market trends while operating with the utmost integrity and providing a level of service excellence you won't find anywhere else. I want to wish all the athletes and coaches a safe and winning season. Come see me, Kyle Hosick, at one of our office locations and see why my team is different. Come experience more. Come experience excellence.
Hi, I'm Denton Weiss, partner and GM with Jansen Auto Group, inviting you to come see us. From new and used and a full team of service techs, we've got a great selection and a team of local folks committed to taking care of you like family. So come kick a few tires with us at the dealership just west of town and find us online at gojansen.com. Here at Jansen, we're proud to be part of the community and anxious to put you behind the wheel of your new vehicle.
All right, halftime here at McDougall-Levers. It is Carmi-White County leading Edwards County 22-20 as the Tumble Time dance team entertaining the fans here in Carmi. The halftime show is brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Rush Appliance, family owned and operated, fast and friendly service in Carmi and Fairfield. Jordan Funeral Group, serving families throughout White County for generations and a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics. And First Mid Bank and Trust for all your banking needs with local friendly service. Count on First Mid on Main in Carmi. Individual stat line there in the first half. First for Edwards County. They were led by Owen Grimes, who's got 8 points. 3 points apiece from Evan Rhodes and Cash Connor, and then 2 points apiece for Cy Nelson and Jax Duncan. For Carmi White County, they were led in scoring by Mitchell Edwards, who had 11 points. And then, 16 points. 16 points from Edwards, 4 points from Beck Huff, and 2 points from Gavin Hoddeman. Travis, you got team stats?
Carmi shot 8 of 15 from 2-point field goal range for 53%, and only 1 of 8 for 13% from 3. They were 3 of 5 from the charity stripe. Edwards County was 6 of 14 for 43%, 2 of 8 for 25% from 3, and they were 2 of 4 for 50% from the line. Carmi had 5 offensive, 11 defensive rebounds with 5 turnovers. Edwards County had 3 offensive, 6 defensive rebounds to go along with 3 turnovers.
In your halftime score, Bulldogs lead Edwards County 22-20. Both teams looking for their first conference wins of the season. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. We'll come back with the second half between the Bulldogs and the Lions here on WRUL Sports.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
At the Carmi Kiwanis Club, we build. But what does that mean? We use funds raised to give back year-round to other organizations and nonprofits that help build up others, especially our schools, because they share our vision of serving the children. Why not join the Carmi Kiwanis Club? We meet Thursdays at noon in the Farm Bureau basement. Come have lunch with us, learn more about the organization, and find out how good it feels to make an impact on your community. We are the Carmi Kiwanis Club. Build with us.
Find your home for orthopedic and sports medicine at Wabash General Hospital. The orthopedics and sports medicine team is ready to assist you with your specific needs, providing convenient, high-quality services in Albion, Carmi, Flora, Lawrenceville, and Mount Carmel. For more information, please call 618-263-6400. Wabash General Hospital. People you know, helping people you love.
You cheer on the Bulldogs, we cheer on the Bulldogs. Hey fans, this is Amanda Nelson with First Bank, here to remind you to pick up your First Bank Bulldogs debit card. Get yours now, and every time you use it, First Bank makes a donation to Carmi White County Schools. Just another way we at First Bank are proudly showing our commitment to community and making great things happen for farmers, businesses, and families. Learn more at your local branch. Go Dogs!
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
You can buy more of what you want when you save on what you need. Save on meal ingredients by shopping Little Giant Grocery Outlet in Carmi. Little Giant's team of buyers are constantly scanning wholesalers, looking for pantry favorites and meal ingredients at astonishing savings just so you can shop confidently, knowing that you can come in anytime and find great deals from fresh cuts of meat and grocery items to deli, fresh produce, and frozen goods. See just how much more your dollar buys at Little Giant Grocery, Carmi, Illinois.
Halftime here at McDougall Evers as the Bulldogs lead Edwards County 22-20. The halftime show is brought to you by Carmi Lumber. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Rush Appliance, family owned and operated, fast and friendly service in Carmi and Fairfield. Jordan Funeral Group, serving families throughout White County for generations and a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics and First Mid Bank and Trust. For all your banking needs with local friendly service, count on First Mid on Main in Carmi. Well, we expected a back-and-forth ball game with as competitive as this matchup was last month at the El Dorado Holiday Tournament, and it's lived up to that back and forth Edwards did a lot of the scoring for Carmi. Grimes doing a lot of the scoring for the Lions, but kind of the big storyline, Gavin Holloman goes down with an ankle injury, and he's not set to go in.
I don't really see where I don't think he's even on the bench.
He might be in the locker room still getting checked out, but it didn't look good as far as,
feet are not supposed to turn that way.
Yeah, just hoping that's not a long-term injury for the Bulldogs. As man, you talk about just not being able to catch a break. Is Gavin Holloman, he's around that 100-point mark away from 1,000, and you just hope that he's going to be able to salvage a senior season. You just hate that for him.
Yeah, he's missed, 4 games already? And
at least, yeah, I think so.
So it's one of those disappointing things.
So Edwards County will get the ball as we start the second half. Well, Travis, it was a rough weekend for you and me in terms of professional sports teams. How upset were you last night when your 14-win Vikings lost?
I wasn't as upset as, I've already saw, somebody asked me, did you even watch the fourth quarter? Because we had a junior high basketball game last night. I said, I already saw 2 disappointing games. I didn't want to see a third.
Good answer. Lions have the ball as we start the second half. Grimes has it over in the far corner. He tries to go baseline against Milhorn, swings it out. It's off to Duncan. Now Connor with a jab and a drive. Connor forces one up, hits the top of the backboard. Carmi pleading for an out-of-bounds call. Edwards comes away with it as he brings it the other way. Nice dump-off pass to Beck Huff, who lays it up and in. Good job by Edwards seeing the floor.
That's why you get taught at a very young age, dribble with your head up.
6 points for Beck Huff. 4-point Bulldog lead, 24-20. This is Rhodes trying to get inside and create a shot. It's no good. Carmi's got numbers the other way. Edwards swings it over to Milhorn on the far side. Now in the corner, Huff fires a 3. It's good. Beck Huff with 9 points here in the first half. And Expressway 4-3.
5 here in this, first minute of the third quarter.
27-20. Quick little 5-0 start for Huff and the Bulldogs to start this third. Connor over on the right side. He's going to pull up for 3 over Stockton. Missed it, but a good job by Rhodes chasing the offensive rebound. He'll go back up and draw the foul. And Hayden Sauls, I think, got hit in the face in the process. And so 2 free throws coming up here for Rhodes as that foul goes against Sauls, his first. Rhodes with 3 points tonight for the Lions in his first free throw off the back iron. And the officials are discussing something about that play. No changes made. So 1 more free throw here for Evan Rhodes. He goes 0 for 2. Milhorn the rebound. 7-point Bulldog lead. Beck Huff will bring it into the front court. Over on the left side, it goes to Stockton. At the free throw line, Milhorn in the post. Edwards turns and scores. 18 points for Mitchell Edwards. The Bulldogs have their largest lead of the night. 9 points, 29-20. Grimes in the post, back out to Duncan. Duncan behind the back pass off to Grimes. 6'5" on 6'7" here. Gets it over to Nelson out the top of the key. Nelson picks up his dribble, back to Grimes. Grimes picks up his dribble now. Shovels it over to Duncan on the far side. Back in the hands of Cy Nelson. We've played 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Carmi out to a 7-0 run to start this third. In the post, it goes to Connor. Connor dribbles, picks up his dribble, triple team down low, swings it out. Off to Duncan, who fires a 3, and he hits. 5 points for Jax Duncan. And the Lions back within 6, 29-23. Huff brings it into the front court over on the far side. It goes to Stockton out the free throw line. Milhorn, near side Sauls. Sauls swings it over to Huff. Jab and a dribble here for Huff. Gets inside. That one might have been tipped by Grimes, and the rebound grabbed by Rhodes. Lions into the front court. 6-point Bulldog lead. Duncan pulls up for three on the right side. It rims out. Rhodes chases the offensive rebound, and it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Carmi.
Coach Kevin Wolf just said, Carmi, come on, White, let's box out. And Carmi's got to do a better job at that. Well, they did a good job in that first quarter, especially keeping them off the glass. But in the last 2 quarters, they've kind of given up.
Duncan puts up a tough shot, grabs his own offensive rebound once again. Shovels it off to Grimes. He'll float one up. It's no good, and Edwards with the rebound. Outlet pass up ahead to Huff. Huff lost it trying to go up, stolen by Grimes, and the Lions bring it the other way. Duncan in the corner. That one gets away from him out of bounds as both teams swapping turnovers here at the 4:40 mark in the third quarter. What started as an offensive game has got a little bit sloppier every minute that's been played. But still a 6-point Bulldog lead, 29-23. Stockton over on the right side, gets it here on the near top to Sauls. Top of the key three for Edwards off the front of the rim and grabbed by Grimes of Edwards County. Nelson into the front court, crossover. Nelson goes left, now back right, stops, picks up his dribble. It's over on the far side of the hands of Jax Duncan. Duncan off to Connor now at the top of the key. Right side it goes to Owen Grimes. Near side, Nelson got away from Huff. He fires a three. It won't go. Good box out and a rebound by Hayden Sauls. Halfway through the third quarter. 6-point Bulldog lead, 29-23. And a long three there for Mitchell Edwards. An Expressway Ford three for Mitchell Edwards, 32-23. Rhodes down to the post. That one goes to Connor, and it's off his hand, out of bounds, and Kevin Schnicker forced to call a timeout. Bulldogs lead by 9, 32-23. This timeout's brought to you by Pro Rehab. We'll take one as well, back in 30.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
So 3:38 left to play in the third quarter. That timeout brought to you by Pro Rehab. While the teams take a break to recover, this is a reminder to count on the team at Pro Rehab for your physical and occupational therapy at 1706 West Main in Carmi. Bulldogs have grown their lead up to 9, playing without Gavin Holloman. He left the game in the second quarter with an ankle injury. But Carmi playing pretty solid without him right now. Nice little run to start the second half. Edwards County will apply a little bit of pressure as Beck Huff brings it across the timeline. Huff here on the near side gets into the hands of Sauls. Top of the circle it goes to Milhorn. Milhorn dribbling with the left hand, picks it up at the free throw line, goes opposite over to Edwards. Edwards guarded there by Duncan. Dribbles left, now back to his right. You can tell Carmi not really in any hurry to score here. With a 9-point lead, 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Edwards got away from his defender, fires a three, and he was fouled on the shot. Grimes came out trying to block it, and he fouled Edwards. It was a long, contested, off-balance three, but Edwards will go to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, that's one Grimes would like to have back. He kind of tried to get a piece of the ball and got a little too much of the arm.
First free throw for Edwards up and good. That's twice now that Edwards County has committed a foul on a, not so wide open three. The first one was a half-court shot by Beck Huff to end the first quarter as Edwards hits the second free throw. He's got 23 points. And Edwards goes 3 for 3, didn't hit the rim. Nothing but net all 3 times. 24 points for Edwards. And the Bulldogs lead by 12, 35-23. Nelson goes left, now back to his right. Bounce pass over on the far top to Duncan. In the post it goes to Grimes. Grimes turns and banks it in. Nice play for Owen Grimes. He's got 10. It's a team high. Down to a 10-point game, 35-25. Bulldogs in front, 2:45 to go in the third. Left side, Sauls has it. Stockton, top of the key. He's left open. Back over to Sauls. Give it off to Huff now at the top of the key. He'll fire a three. Rims out, rebounded by Grimes. 35-25. 2:25 to go in the third. Duncan over to his right, looking to get it off to Nelson, and he does over on the far volleyball line corner. Now on the post it goes to Grimes. Grimes up against Edwards, lost it, got it back, stole it again. Loose ball in front of the Carmi bench, out of bounds. Kevin Schnicker pleading for a foul as Stockton dove for it and crashed into Nelson, but they're letting him play.
Stockton's feeling a little bit. He's kind of grabbing that rib area where he's kind of slid into him at.
Here's Connor in the corner. He goes baseline, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds. Been a frustrating third quarter for Cash Connor and the Lions. But the Bulldogs lead it 35-25, 2:05 left to play in the third quarter. Huff over on the far side. It's off to Stockton. At the free throw line, Milhorn near side. Sauls will try a three. It's good, and he was fouled. Chance for a 4-point play for Hayden Sauls.
It's a big-time shot right there.
38-25, a 13-point Bulldog lead. And Sauls a chance for a 4-point play. He missed the free throw, and the rebound controlled by Nelson. Bulldogs lead by a banker's dozen. 1:48 to play in the third. Nelson, step back three on the way, no good. Rebound out of bounds, last touch by the Bulldogs. Edwards County, you can just tell by their facial expressions and body language, just kind of frustrated with how this third quarter's gone for them. Connor will inbound. Gets it near side to Grimes. Grimes fakes the pass, now dribbles, spinning down low. That shot up and good off the glass. Grimes with 12. 38-27, 90 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Sauls here near side. Looking, gets it into Edwards. Now on the near top it goes to Stockton over on the far side to Huff. Carmi a little bit confused offensively. Kevin Wolf calls a timeout with 1:21 to go in the third. 30-second timeout brought to you by Pro Rehab. We'll be right back.
Hey Bulldog fans, Rice Motor Company in Carmi is proud to support another season of CWCHS basketball. As your hometown dealership since 1931, we're cheering you on every step of the way. With the best selection of GMC and Chevrolet trucks, we've got what you need for a slam dunk. Go Bulldogs and give Rice a try before you buy. You'll be glad you did.
.121 left to play in the third quarter. Bulldogs lead by 11, 38-27. That timeout brought to you by Pro Rehab. We'll see how long Carmi wants to hold this possession here to end the third. Huff over on the far side gets it off to Sauls, and we're going to get a foul against Edwards County. Cash Connor barreled over Milhorn trying to set a screen. That will be Connor's third foul, and the third foul on the Lions here in the third quarter. So Kevin Schnicker will go to his bench for the first time tonight. And they'll bring in 22 Wyatt Greathouse, a 6'1 junior. Milhorn to inbound. Gets it to a wide open Cade Stockton who lays it in. 5 different Bulldogs have scored. They lead by 13, 40-27. Final minute here in the third quarter. Edwards steals that pass. Gets it off to Milhorn now with 50 seconds left. Milhorn over to Huff on the far side. Huff looks. Gets off to Sauls, top of the key. Sauls got it poked away initially by Greathouse. Got it back into the hands of Huff with 38 seconds. Milhorn dribbling near side. Swings it over left top to Huff. Back to Milhorn. That one poked away and stolen by Nelson. Nelson 3-on-1 the other way. Bounce past to Greathouse. He missed the shot. Tipped out to Edwards with 20 seconds. Edwards got it poked away and it's stolen by Duncan. Now it's Nelson right wing. He'll fire a three and hit. Nelson with 5, down to a 10-point game with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Edwards double teamed in the near corner. Edwards turns it over. With 4.7 seconds on the clock. Kind of a crazy sequence that left Nelson open for 3. And the Lions have it with 5 seconds. Here's Grimes with 3. Grimes pulls up from the volleyball line. No good. And the third quarter comes to an end. Carmi able to grow their lead up to 10 as we go to the fourth quarter. 40-30. Back in 1 minute. This is Bulldog basketball on WRUL Sports.
Around every corner, there's a Napa here to keep you moving. Backed by a nationwide network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. Napa has the products, people, and knowledge you need to find the automotive solutions you've been searching for. At Napa, our mission is measured in miles. So get ahead on your next car care project and stop by your local Napa Auto Parts store or visit NapaOnline.com today.
What a hit! Now that's a playmaker.
With Huck's Bucks Big Rewards, you can be a playmaker too. Hi folks, I'm Chris Myers.
And I'm Cole Carter. Download the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards app now and save with great coupons on gas, snacks, and more.
And make sure to fuel up at the Bulldog Spirit Pump at Huck's. A portion of your fill-up goes to support Carmi White County Unit 5 schools.
And that makes you a playmaker in the community. Huck's Market, headquartered in Carmi.
Choked my water at the wrong time, Travis. As we start the fourth quarter of play, Carmi up 40-30. They go in the near corner. Sauls has it. Now it's Milhorn over the left top to Huff. We'll see how patient Carmi wants to be here in the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead. Stockton has it near midcourt. Dribbles it back near side to Sauls. Cutting is Milhorn. They don't get it to him. Now it's Huff looking to get inside. Huff gets his shot blocked, but he got his own rebound. Huff then finds his way back to the basket, and he lays it in.
Great second effort play there by Huff, staying with it after he got a shot blocked.
And a good seal off there by Stockton to give Huff the open lane for the basket. 42-30. Nelson now off to Duncan. He'll fire a triple. Left it short, and Stockton with the rebound. We've played a minute here in the fourth quarter, and Carmi leads by 12 at 42-30. Edwards over on the far side gets it to Stockton. Stockton walks it back over to Milhorn at the midcourt logo. Left side, it's Huff. Huff dribbling back to his left. He stumbles. Huff nearly lost his dribble, nearly stolen by Rhodes, and Kevin Wolf calls a full timeout. 6:42 left to play in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs lead by 12, back in 1 minute.
In 1925, when Farrell Hospital opened, they knew that families in El Dorado and the surrounding communities needed a hospital they could depend on, close to home. Over the years, Farrell grew to meet the needs of patients. Today, Farrell Hospital has grown to offer advanced emergency care, orthopedics, cancer, surgery, imaging, lab, and more, always keeping more care right here close to home. Farrell Hospital. You can depend on us.
Fuel up the game with DiMaggio's Pizza in Carmi. Since 1975, DiMaggio's has been serving up delicious pizza and authentic Italian dishes that has satisfied the tri-state area taste buds. Whether it's delivery, carry-out, or dine-in experience you're looking for, DiMaggio's has you covered. DiMaggio's Pizza, the Carmi hometown favorite. Call 382-8912. That's 382-8912. Go Dogs!
6:42 left to play in the ball game. Bulldogs lead Edwards County 42-30. Reminder, you are listening to Bulldog basketball on 97.3 WRUL, Carmi, Illinois, and also online worldwide at WRUL.com. Merrick Milhorn has it over the left top. It goes to Beck Huff. Huff trying to go baseline, cut off there by Rhodes. Then he gets away from Rhodes again. Huff to the basket, shot it too strong, and then Edwards smacks it out of bounds into the Carmi cheerleaders, and so the Lions will get the ball back. Cash Connor back in. He committed his third foul there in that third quarter. So he'll come in for Evan Rhodes here with 6:22 left to play. Edwards County running out of time with a 12-point Bulldog lead. Duncan over on the right top. Now it's off to Connor. Swings it near top to Greathouse. They get it off to Nelson through a screen. Nelson bounce pass in the near corner off to Greathouse. Leaves it for Nelson at the top of the key. Nelson looking to get inside out to Connor. Now Connor looking to go to the bucket. Double clutch shot, too strong. Put back up and in by Duncan. 7 points for Duncan. Edwards County back within 10, 42-32. Edwards thought about the three, dribbling left. In the corner, that one out of bounds. And they say it was tipped by Cash Connor into the hands of Jason Oliver over across the way. 5:43 to go in the ball game. Carmi just trying to take care of the ball and hit their free throws at this point. Milhorn down to the post. Edwards will call an alley-oop, and he lays it up and in. 26 for Mitchell Edwards. Bulldogs back up by 12, 44-32. Connor near side to Greathouse. Top of the circle, here's Nelson, catch and shoot three. He was fouled as he came down on Huff. And so 3 free throws coming up for Cy Nelson. I've never seen so many fouls on three-point shots in a single game. I think that's 3 now.
Yeah, that's 3.
So 3 free throws here for Nelson. That's a second foul on Huff. And so Nelson get this down to a single-digit game.
Yeah, that's a big pet peeve, not fouling on the three-point shot. And really rare to see 3 of them in one game. It's kind of unexpected.
Nelson able to go 3 for 3. And it's down to a 9-point game, 44-35. We've seen Carmi have their issues in games like this in recent years, just trying to hold on to a lead here in the fourth quarter. Huff. And an offensive foul is going to be called against Merrick Milhorn, and Merrick better be careful. That's going to be his third foul. And the biggest thing for Carmi is you can't let those mistakes lead into an avalanche of other mistakes and turnovers.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time on the clock.
44-35, 5 minutes left to play. Greathouse here on the near side. Give it off to Nelson at the top of the key. Nelson trying to direct traffic. Bounce pass in the corner off to Duncan. Leaves it off for Grimes at the top of the circle. Grimes trying to drive against Edwards. Sauls nearly poked it away from behind, and then he grabbed his arm on the second attempt. That's now 4 fouls on Carmi in the fourth quarter. Is that just 3? That's just 3. I got ahead of myself. Just 3, but 5 fouls would mean free throws for Edwards County the rest of the game. Inbounds pass goes to Duncan. Duncan turns and he hits the shot, and he was fouled. So a chance for a 3-point play for Jax Duncan as the Lions are within 7. 9 points for Duncan. They call that foul on, Travis. Did you see?
I really couldn't tell. But
did they give a number?
No, I don't think they did.
Duncan missed the free throw, and so Carmi's got it 44-37, 4.5 to go. Edwards dribbling to the basket. Edwards double clutch layup, too strong. Rebound grabbed by Duncan. It's a 7-point game. Duncan kicks it out in the corner. Nelson, long 3. Short, long rebound, controlled by Edwards County. Now it's Grimes who pulls up for 3. It won't go. Good box out by Beckhoff, and he gets the rebound, and Kevin Wolf needs to call a full timeout. It's brought to you by Pro Rehab. We'll take one as well. Back in 1 minute.
I'm Nancy J. Winter, CPA. We believe in family values, even in the world of finance, because every financial decision impacts your family. For all the milestones in your life, our team is here to maximize your savings, minimize your taxes, and help you plan for a prosperous future.
Visit Nancy J. Winter, CPA in Carmi for tax planning, saving for college, retirement planning, and the expertise to help get you where you want to be. Learn more at nancyjwintercpa.com or call 382-2364. Nancy J. Winter, CPA, where you are treated like family.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic continues to be here to meet the needs of White County. Nurse practitioner Catherine Adams is accepting new patients at our Carmi Family Clinic location at 1112 Oak Street. Whether it's routine visits or acute needs, our dedicated care team is here to ensure wellness for the entire family. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic. The care you need when and where you need it, close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 618-382-5030.
4:08 left to play. 7-point Carmi lead. Bulldogs have the ball after a poor rehab timeout taken by Kevin Wolf. I can imagine, Travis, what he was saying during that break is slow down and take care of the ball, try to kill some clock.
Yeah, you got 4 minutes here with a 7-point lead. It was a 13-point lead less than about a minute ago, so see how quickly this lead can deteriorate if you don't take care of it.
That one nearly stolen by Duncan. He dives for the ball and trips Cade Stockton, who's gotten bruised quite a bit in this game tonight, but he seems to be all right. First foul on Duncan, first foul on Edwards County in the quarter. 4 against Carmi here in the fourth. Stockton gets it into Bradshaw in the corner. Bradshaw dribbles left, and it's off to Stockton. They swing it left side over to Beck Huff. Now it's Edwards at the volleyball line extended. Near side back to Stockton. Carmi in no hurry for a shot. Never mind. Sauls drives inside and dribbled it off his leg, or at least the ball hit off of him when he missed the shot.
Yeah, I think he got stripped going up there. He had a nice little tight curl there, getting wide open in the lane, and good play by Edwards County.
3.5 to go. A 7-point Bulldog lead. Lions have it. Duncan over on the far top. Jab step. Duncan dribbling. Gets past Sauls. Goes up and missed the shot. Good rebound by Edwards, and he's fouled. Duncan's second foul. Second foul on the Lions in the quarter. 44-37. Edwards County going to start applying a little bit of pressure. Edwards near side, it goes to Stockton. Stockton cutting his Sauls at the free throw line. Eric Milhorn walks over to the scorer's table, ready to come in at the next dead ball. Stockton crossover, gets to the basket. Stockton lays it in. Nice basket by Cade Stockton. Carmi back up by 9. 46-35, 3 minutes to go. 46-37, excuse me. Here's Connor getting inside, and that one taken away by Sauls, forcing a jump ball, but the arrow does favor the Lions. So Merrick Milhorn checks back in. Bradshaw will go to the bench. Stockton, Edwards, Sauls, Huff, and Milhorn on the floor. 2:47 to go. 47. Get this right eventually. 46-37. Carmi up by 9, and the Lions turn it over. That ball went through the hands of Grimes and off his head, out of bounds. Looking like the Steelers receivers on Saturday. 2:44 to go. Edwards gets it in the near corner off to Sauls. And Sauls will swing it back to Beckhoff at the volleyball line, extended here in front of Coach Wolf. Now in the near corner. Off to Milhorn at the top of the key. Edwards cutting. Edwards, nice wraparound bounce pass to Stockton, and he draws the foul. Connor went up for the block, and Stockton ducked down, and Connor flew right over him. That is the, well, they call it on Rhodes, but that was definitely on Connor. That should be Connor's fourth. But they call it on Rhodes, and it's his second. Milhorn to inbound. Gets it up top to Huff. Carmi in no hurry with 2:20 left to play. Leading by 9. Edwards double teamed. Gets it off near side to Milhorn. Milhorn picks up his dribble, and Kevin Wolf calls another timeout. This one, 30 seconds. It's brought to you by Pro Rehab. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Lucas Matzel, Doctor of Physical Therapy.
And I'm Paige Winter-Bruder, Occupational Therapist at Joiner Therapy Services on April Avenue in Carmi.
We are both graduates of CWC who take pride in treating individuals from our hometown. Whether you've experienced a sports injury, have had a recent surgery, or just have pain, we are experienced in treating from head to toe.
Contact our clinic at 382-2771. That's 382-2771, and start the road to a healthier you at Joiner Therapy Services.
2:13 left to play. Carmi trying to hang on for their first conference win of the season. They lead Edwards County by 9, 46-37, and the Bulldogs have the ball. Huff over on the left top. Gets it over to Stockton on the far side. Now it's Milhorn. In the post, they go to Edwards. Edwards, double team, goes up and draws a foul. So 2 free throws coming up for Mitchell Edwards. That's what's always interesting, Travis. We talked about it for years, and until we get a shot clock in 2026, it's going to be this way. But at what point do you cut the line at, okay, we got to kill the clock, but then again, we got to try to score because you can only hold on to it for so long without turning it over. And a good job by Carmi there trying to get a bucket.
You just don't want to force anything, but you also don't want to be so passive where you're passing up open opportunities to go to the bucket. Now you don't want to settle for a lot of long 2-point jump shots or long threes, but if you get a chance to get to the bucket, take advantage of it.
So they call that foul on Connor. Really, it's his 5th, but the previous foul they called on Rhodes, so it's only the 4th on Connor, but he's going to take a seat regardless as Edwards hits the first free throw.
I think they got it. They're fixing on the board.
Well, now he's got 6. Well, that's,
That's an NBA foul out.
Edwards able to hit both free throws. He's got 28. And the Bulldog lead is back to 11, 48-37, 2 minutes left to play. Edwards steals that pass. Edwards behind the back, gets away from Nelson and missed the layup, but he was fouled. And Edwards with a chance to get his first 30-point performance since that 47-point performance at DuQuoin. And so Cade Allen checks into the game, but he checked into the game too early, and nobody knows except Jeff and Jerry in front of us. Oh, okay, so they say that Milhorn or Sauls went out with a cramp, so that's why that Allen came in before the free throw. First free throw for Edwards, no good. 1:53 left to play. Carmi with an 11-point lead, 48-37. Make it 49-37. 29 points for Mitchell Edwards. Final 1:50 left to play. Edwards County running out of time. Duncan to the basket, puts it up and in, and Kevin Schnicker calls a timeout. 11 points for Jax Duncan. Full timeout brought to you by Pro Rehab. We'll take one as well. Back in 60 seconds.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi, and carmilumber.net.
25 has arrived and we have way too many 24 models. Prices have been slashed. Get up to $14,000 off select new 24 Broncos or a brand new 24 Escape ST for as low as $25,990. And huge discounts and incentives on new 24 F-150s. Now is the time to buy. Get your best deal on a new 24 Ford while this inventory is out of control. Only at Expressway Ford in Mount Vernon, Indiana. More Fords for less.
1:44 left to play. Edwards County applying full court pressure with the Bulldogs up by 10, 49-39. Carmi gets into the front court. Now they break it 3-on-1. Cade Allen gets the layup. Great pass from Cade Stockton. Cade to Cade. Now it's 51-39, 90 seconds left to go. Duncan pulls up for a triple. It won't go. Edwards the rebound. Edwards County not looking to foul, and now they do. Duncan will foul Edwards. And Mitchell will shoot 2 more free throws. With 1:19 on the clock. But a great way to start the new calendar year. Bulldogs going to get their first conference win of the season. They'll move to 7-7 on the year. Edwards County will drop to 14-6 and 0-2 in conference play. Edwards goes 1 of 2. He's got 30. 52-39, final 1:15 to play. Duncan off to Nelson. That one poked away by Huff. Huff wins the race to the ball. Huff to the basket. Blocked by Grimes, but into the hands of Milhorn, who lays it in. Good hustle by Milhorn. That's his first basket. Nelson pulls up for a long 3, and he hits, and Kevin Schnicker will call a timeout. 11 points for Nelson, 30 seconds. We'll keep it right here. We'll stay right here with 57 seconds to go. That 3 makes it 54-42, but Travis, it feels like, you don't want to say much needed win, with this much basketball left to play in this season, but got to be a morale boost, you would think, with how the EHT went, how things went really throughout the entire month of December. But a big win tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, things have kind of turned around. And last game Carmi played was against Edwards County, and it was a crushing loss in that consolation championship. So it's just good to get things headed in the right direction.
So 57.8 seconds. Edwards County will keep up the full court pressure. They get into Edwards. Guarded by Duncan. Edwards is going to take it across midcourt. Give it over to Huff in the corner. Back to Edwards. Let's see if the Lions want to foul with 45 seconds. They're not fouling yet, but they're playing defense, trying to get a 5 count. Now Milhorn has it back over to Edwards. And they're trying to foul. Edwards splits 2 defenders. Edwards swings it up top to Sauls. Back to Milhorn with 25 seconds. Now it's off to Huff. Back to Edwards. Kevin Schnicker says no foul, and Carmi can milk away the final 18 seconds as Maroon and White faithful with a round of applause. Great win tonight for the Bulldogs. After going 2-2 in the EHT, losing to this team by 10, Carmi wins it by a final of 54-42. Bulldogs improve to 7-7, and they get their first conference win of the year, going to 1-2 in the BDC. We'll step aside for a 3-minute break. Post-game show coming up next. This is Bulldog Basketball on WRUL Sports.
Your partner in auto repair. That's Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. You get service, expertise, and I promise you'll drive away satisfied. Complete engine and body repair, 24-hour-a-day wrecker and towing service, tires from sales and service, and repair including muffler service, brakes, shocks, suspension, and more. When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive in Carmi. Your partner in auto repair. Call 382-7165 today.
Welcome to Taylor Eye Care on Falcon Avenue in Carmi. Excellence in eye care.
From thorough examinations utilizing advanced equipment and technology to premier optical products, here at Taylor Eye Care, we treat every patient like family, going above and beyond the expected for a truly memorable eye care experience. Simply put, we are excellence in eye care.
If you're looking to brighten and enhance your vision, don't hesitate to contact us today. 382-4683.
Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client services to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes, bookkeeping, accounting, and audit services, plus full-service consulting. At Butch & Associates CPAs, it's your journey backed by our commitment. Visit butch.com to learn more or contact us today.
Roark Transport in Carmi. Driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential. Anhydrous, propane and fuel. Rock, dirt, and lime. Parking lots and driveways. And farmers can depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember, Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable. Your best move in transportation. Call Roark Transport at 618-265-3665. That's 265-3665.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, proud supporter of local athletes and your most trusted financial partner.
Setting the standard in banking excellence for more than 80 years.
Citizens has the latest financial tools and technologies to help you score big.
And a team you can rely on for personal attention and outstanding service.
Visit CNB online at cnbalbion.com or your local Crossville location and see what sets them apart.
No better banking with Citizens National Bank of Albion. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster.
All right, final score, Bulldogs defeat Edwards County 54-42. Carmi improves to 7-7 on the year and 1-2 in the Black Diamond Conference. Edwards County falls to 14-6 and 0-2 in BDC play. The postgame show is brought to you by Roark Transport, hauling fuel, rock, grain, and more to help our community grow. Call 618-265-3665 for details. Scoring line there for Edwards County. They were led by Owen Grimes, who had 12 points, 11 points each for Cy Nelson and Jack Duncan, 3 points apiece for Evan Rhodes and Cash Connor. For Carmi, 30 points for Mitchell Edwards, 11 for Beck Huff, 3 for Hayden Sauls, 2 apiece for Kate Allen, Gavin Holloman, and Merrick Milhorn, and Kate Stockton with 4. Being joined by head coach Kevin Wolf. And Coach, it feels like a year since you guys had played a game before tonight, and it was against this team. Lost by 10 last month, and you win by 12 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, just a good effort tonight. I mean, just came out, got off to a good start early. The guys were ready to play. They were hungry. We've had so much time off, the snow, being off of school. We were able to get in the gym a little bit and have, 3 times we were able to get in here if the guys could make it. It just came out and played a really good game. We fought some adversity again. Gavin's going down. I went down and talked to him. I'm like, I don't know who he ticked off before the season, the dang hammy and now an ankle. Maybe I ticked off somebody too. I mean, I don't know, but I told the guys at halftime we've had that all year. He's been in and out, playing 50, 75%, so we know what to do. And I thought the guys came out and played a really good second half. It's probably one of the best games Mitchell's played. I really think the last 3 games, his overall game is good. Everybody knows he can score and he can shoot, but man, he's doing so much else. Kind of putting the team on their back like I talked about at Hamilton County. Who's going to be the guy that takes everybody underneath their wing, says, give me the frickin' ball, and I'm going to go do it. He's starting to do that.
Well, and the shots, especially from downtown, weren't hitting. And that's just, Russ, you don't play a game in 17, it's going to happen. But I thought Mitchell, as you mentioned, did a good job of just getting the ball in his hands and going towards the basket. You guys got on the ball in the post a lot of times. Yeah. He got in good position, did a great job around the bucket.
Yeah, he just did. He played a whale of a game. And like I said, our ball handling is still a little bit limited, and especially now with Gavin out again. I told him before the game, he's got to hunt for the ball. He's got to want it at all times. Merrick, I thought, had a really good game passing the ball tonight. I know he got stripped there late, and he wasn't happy about that, but his passing on our little post ISO play, I thought was getting really good. And then, but going back to Mitchell to just really put it on his back, and that's what, the MVP of the conference, all South type of player is going to do, and he's going to start doing that for us. But once again, we got to battle through some injuries. I'm not sure when we'll have Gavin back. I thought Kate Stockton, he's still battling a little bit of an injury. His ankle's hurting. I mean, we at some point, I hope we're going to get the dudes rolling and get them healthy, because I think this team could be pretty good. I really do. Now that these other guys are getting in there and playing, saw Sauls hit a big 3. Yeah. I mean, some guys are getting comfortable now playing. Now we just need to get the 8 or 9 of them all ready to go at the same time. But it may not happen, so we just got to keep fighting, keep getting after it.
Well, you mentioned Kate Stockton. You missed him for 3 games, and you can see tonight what you missed in those 3 games. Just things that he does. He's done it for 2 years now. The tenacity, the hustle, the offensive rebounds, and having that gel with everything else really helps this team excel.
Without a doubt. And the take that he had, late whenever he went in, and I was on the sideline because they weren't guarding him much, and time's running down. I'm saying, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. Sure enough, he crosses over, takes it right to the bucket, and says, screw you, Coach Wolf. But we kind of laughed about that on the sideline, but, that's a senior going to make a play. Yeah. That's what we said here. In the fourth quarter, when the game gets shrunk down, who is going to make a play? And who wants to make a play? That's what we got to have. You have to have guys that aren't afraid to have it, aren't afraid to put it on their chin. Guys are all over. You have to have that, and you saw that from him, like you said, just the Rodman-type stuff. You heard it from the dog pound again. Whenever he embraces that role, and that's just what he focuses on, he's very, very beneficial to our basketball team.
It was a tough December. You guys lost five of your last 7. Yeah. This kind of felt like a new season of sorts, and I think it's a great way for you guys to start this year with a great effort going into the second half.
Yeah,
of the season.
The first half wasn't pretty. It wasn't what we wanted. Lost some games. Probably should have won. But I keep going back to, I keep trying to be positive because our team hasn't been there. They just haven't been there. And you can say Coach Wolf's making an excuse, but we're a small school basketball team. And you can see when their player gets in foul trouble, they're a different team when Cash is off the floor, and that's just what we've been dealing with. But I'm really trying to turn that into a positive because I think the other guys are getting good reps right now. And like I said, whenever we get back, I told them, I said, we're still in the conference hunt. Everything is still in front of us. We just have to keep battling. Forget about 2024. Let's get to 2025. Let's start playing Carmi basketball and see what happens.
Big conference game on Friday. You guys go up to the Meal Barn to face them. Saw them a couple times at the EHT. They're bringing back a lot from last year. What we know about
Without a doubt. I love their point guard, Dag. Whenever I talk about a guy who likes having the ball in his hands late and can run and can generate an offense and get him into their stuff, he's done that now for 3 years. And we're going to have to contain him. I think Beck will do a good job on him. And then Coach McElravy, good friend, does such a good job with their stuff. They're going to run their stuff, and it's going to be a lot of tech in Oregon. You're going to be hearing us say it over here, and it's going to be a little high ball screen for either Dag's going to have it, and then Easton's going to come around, and either Gruen or whoever's going to be there, and we're going to have to guard that play because they're going to run it over and over and over. So we've got to work on it. But no, they're a good team. They're different, than what they were last year. But no, Coach McElravy does a good job. Mule Barn's always tough. Got to contain Dag. He's our sole focus. You have to not let him get going for 16, 18, 20. And then they're going to put some pressure on us. We have to be able to handle the ball. I know, Coach, they're going to get up in our shorts is what I call it a little bit. So we're going to have to handle it. We're going to have to get in the paint, get a play off 2 feet, make good decisions, and just go up there and bring our defense and rebounding. That's what I told the guys here too. When you get up 10 or 12, every shot is so valuable to get that rebound. And whenever you do that, then they got to start fouling, then you can whittle some clock, and that's how you come away with the win.
Congrats on the win, Coach. Talk to you on Friday.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you.
That's Kevin Wolf as the Bulldogs defeat Edwards County 54-42. They get back to 500 at 7-7 on the season. Travis, you got team stats?
Yeah, Carmi shot 16 of 28 for 57% from 2, only 4 of 13 for 31% from 3, and they were 10 of 15 from the free throw line. Edwards County shot 11 of 26 for 42% from 2, 5 of 19 for 26% from 3, and they were 50%, making 5 of the 10 they shot. Carmi had 7 offensive, 21 defensive rebounds with 10 turnovers. Edwards County had 7 offensive, 11 defensive rebounds with 10 turnovers.
Well, Travis, I can tell you that your junior high basketball season is back up with your voice.
Well,
you showed up in El Dorado on the 28th, and I was like, man, you sound great. Well,
sound magical.
You had a week of no teaching and no coaching, but you don't get a break. You don't get much of a break, do you?
No, I do not.
Well, we'll be in Fairfield on Friday as the Bulldogs take on the Mules for another big conference game, and then it's on to the CIT next week. Be 4 games in 5 days next week for the Bulldogs. Well, big thanks to J.C. Tinsley back at the WRUL studio, for Haley Winkleman and the lovely Whitney Carter with us, for those of you watching on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. For Travis Black, I'm Cole Carter. Thanks for watching, listening to Bulldog Basketball on WRUL Sports.